Today we're at the University of Nottingham. It's the Young Carers Community Open Day, and we have 150 young carers from across the United Kingdom who have come to the University of Nottingham to get a taste for what university life is like.
I care for my mum, my two wee brothers.
I care for my brother, he's got autism, and I help my dad take him out, dress him, shower him.
I care for my mum, and it's had a really bad impact on my life, because I can't go out with my friends as much, or do college courses that I want to do, or get into a job that I like.
Many young carers in the UK and in other countries think that higher education, indeed further education, isn't really an option for them. They think this because, to some extent, a significant number have had educational problems at school.
When I was at school, I had quite like a rough time with like teachers thinking that like I wasn't getting to school in time because I was lazy, or I didn't do my homework because I couldn't be bothered, but actually it's because I had other things that I had to do, which did have an impact on my education.
So they haven't done as well at school as they might wish to have done. Then, of course, because they haven't necessarily got the good grades, it means they're disadvantaged to get to further education or higher education.
If I go to education, I might not be able to finish the course because my mum might get worse and I've got to leave the course.
So we find that many young carers don't think about going to college or university because of their ongoing caring commitments.
I'm hoping to see what university is like, and also if there's any help for carers when they come to university.
I want to go for higher education because it keeps your brain thinking and all that. So yeah, I do want to go for higher education, but this might help.
Right, good morning everyone. I'm Mark, I'm one of the young carers who organised this event.
The intentions of today is to explore higher education, but also see that higher education is not a barrier for young carers.
The idea for this event came from Saul Becker.
It's my privilege and pleasure to welcome all of you here today. What we're trying to do is to just give you a little bit of a show of what kinds of subjects are on offer here, the kinds of life that students have here, the kinds of recreational and leisure activities they have, the sporting opportunities, just so you can get some sense of what that's all about.
This morning we're actually kicking off the Young Carers event with a lively chemistry lecture. Who knows what this is? And the idea is just to entertain, infuse and excite, so hopefully they'll have a really nice time. Oh no, don't go crazy. If you take your head forward.
There are many ingredients to the Community Open Day for Young Carers, and one of those of course has to be fun.
All experiments and then are good.
This is great, this is why we work at university, because we can get away with all this kind of crazy stuff.
The University of Nottingham is really committed to reaching out to young carers and other vulnerable groups of children and young people, because what we're after here is to raise aspiration.
Are we ready?
We're trying to show young carers the possibilities of what higher education looks like.
I think it's really interesting because it's showing me things that I've never seen before and things I never thought I'd ever see before, and it's like opened my eyes to the world of chemistry.
There's arts activities, there's museum activities, there's a whole range of creative, artistic activities for the young carers.
What we're doing here today is we're looking at some of the museum's collection, and not just looking at it but holding it too. So on the table here I have collections of material that cover a 250,000 year period, very much everyday objects.
Learning stuff about how generations have changed, but there's still like stuff that they had then we have now, so it's really interesting.
Because I think, you know, when you hold an object you ask a different set of questions, because you think of how heavy it is, how it fits into your hand, how would you use it.
I think it's much more interesting than learning about it in a classroom, because you get a more hands-on approach and it gives you like a further interest into archaeology.
I've accidentally smacked it.
Oh,
It's art in the park and it's fun. Creating stuff with clay.
Today is just come and experience the outdoors and to think about the trees, and there are other sort of characters or spirits in the trees that they want to create a head or a mini world within the trees.
It's really fun and cool because you get to be outside and you're not inside all day.
This is to show the young carers that it's a great cultural element to being here in Nottingham. So if you were to come to university here, you've got the Lakeside, there's galleries, films, theatre, all to take part in.
Today we're teaching them how to play dodgeball in the lovely English summer. So basically it's a sport where you're the hot target basically. We throw balls at you, if you get hit you're out, and we sort of proceed until one team gets eliminated. Let's go!
People wouldn't want to come to university if there wasn't going to be some element of fun here. So our young carers today will have opportunities to do recreational and leisure activities. All our sporting activities are available for them.
We're playing a game of ultimate frisbee at the moment with the guys. We've been over throwing and catching this morning, and then practiced some stuff, and now gone into a game.
It's kind of like American football and netball put together, but it's a lot of tiring work. It's been very good. The trainers have been great, and they've all taught us very well.
Law is all around, it's everywhere.
There's a series of mini lectures that they can go to, so they can try out different subjects. They can go to a lecture on nursing, they can go to a lecture on philosophy, on social work, on English, psychology, etc. So they'll get a taster for different subjects.
Whatever you're doing, you're always making a choice, and that's the key thing for economics. This session is really designed to show the students something about what economics is really trying to study and give them a sense of what the subject is and how it really reflects all their everyday life.
I've been considering doing a business degree, when I finish my A-levels, and so I just decided, I wasn't entirely sure, but it was really interesting.
A lot of the young carers that we know lack confidence as well. They don't have the aspiration to go to university because they simply think it's not an option for them because of their caregiving roles. So what we're trying to do today is to boost people's confidence, to show them a little window on another world that might be possible for them.
It's good, but it's quite hard to get the knack of.
We've run 3 sessions so far, just running through the basics, pinging some sticks, but having a really good time at the same time, so it's all good.
Everyone's there to help you and stuff like that, and everyone's friendly in that.
The next part is these twiggy bits. This is kindling.
Trying to set fire to things is always good.
What we wanted to do is something a little bit unusual, a little bit outdoors, to kind of get them to start thinking about survival, really. So we brought in our City Council rangers that we work quite a lot with here at the Lakeside, and so we're going to build a fire, which is very exciting. So we're in the process of getting some kindling and some logs for us to create our square, so we keep it nice and safe. And then we're going to try and build a fire in the rain.
It's about learning, but it's also an opportunity for young carers to meet other young carers in similar situations who are thinking about going to university, to share experiences and to talk about things that they have in common and things that they hope for in the future.
I can't do it, but Charlie can.
There you go.
Yes!
Slightly bigger bits. See the tinder catching.
Social workers actually are trying to make things better.
The idea is to give people an understanding of what social work's all about.
How many people think they don't have a choice about having a social worker?
They came up with some great questions about what social work's about the emotions involved in it, about the practicalities, about the difficulties that you might face in being a student and being a student social worker, and what happens once you've qualified.
Really interesting actually, lots of questions which were answered clearly. Interested in going into social work and just made me a little bit more interested actually. So I'm going to hopefully find out what they do in my area in Bristol and yeah, hopefully get on with it.
This is about, to a large extent, the civic responsibilities and the community responsibilities of universities. So this isn't about recruiting for the University of Nottingham. That's absolutely not what this is about. This is about giving an indication for young carers from across the UK that this is what a university is like. And we hope very much that other universities will follow this lead and do similar kinds of open days for young carers and other groups of young people.
We're two of the young carers who actually helped decide what was going to be going on in the open days.
So what was the best thing about the day?
We went to a psychology talk, which was amazing. It was really useful to just get a little snapshot into uni life. It was a really good day.
Overall, in my opinion, I have had a great day and I wouldn't change any of it.
The question I need to ask you is, do you think we should do this again?
Yes.
Do you think this will be useful for other young people?
Yes.
Did you have a bit of fun?
Yes.
And was it a good experience?
Yes.
This is beginning to get now a little predictable. Is it different how I talk to you and how those lecturers talk to you than, say, from school?
Yes.
What do you think is the biggest difference?
Like, they don't look down on you, they treat you like you're a young adult instead of being like a child.
You feel a bit more mature and like you're on the same level as whoever's doing the lecture.
It's not as bitty, there's not like the whole, this is one thing, now let's do this thing, let's do this thing. It's like, it's all focused on one specific topic and it demands a lot more of the brain.
Did you learn something that you didn't know?
I learned that there's some family accommodations in certain universities because I've got a son and I wouldn't like to leave him like far away, obviously, so I learnt that.
Did you not know that universities can do that?
No, I only thought like if you came to university and you had children, you had to stay like far away from the university, like not on campus and stuff.
If any of you had really changed your thoughts about coming to university, but from what you've heard today, then we would have judged this as a great success.
I thought it was really good how we've had like the look round and all the different lectures and things about the different courses that you can do when you come here and all the different facilities that are here as well. It's been really good.
Oh, it's been fun, yeah. Good.
Like I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to go to uni, but then I went there and went, oh, different to what I thought. So I might be thinking about it.
I didn't really want to go to university because I didn't really think I could afford it or things like that, but they've been able to tell, like, the people have gave you a higher insight into what happens here and it really changes your mind.